Here I am, know it's been a while. I was in denial about my love. Here I stand, I know I walked away. Had to find the person I'd become.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amina. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back and thank you for subscribing. So today we're back with another episode of Being a Girl Boss. So in today's episode we're going to talk about how I made my first 13k in my business. Okay, so a little disclaimer to this video. I'm not making this video in any way to brag or anything like that. It's for inspirational purposes. Okay, I personally have watched tons of videos like this of different people making different amounts of money in their businesses or in their online businesses for inspiration. Okay, so I don't give up and I carry on and I keep pushing. Okay, so that's just out of the way. So yeah, let's just talk about how I did it and the different strategies that I used. And yeah, so if you want to hear all about that, let's just get into the video. So the first thing, the previous video we talked about marketing, right, and the different strategies that I've used for marketing and the different strategies that have worked for me and that haven't worked for me. Okay, so now I'm basically going to talk about the strategies that I used during that period of time in my business and the strategies that worked. Okay, that basically showed me results that I was happy with. Okay, so this amount of money is not that much for a lot of people. Okay, obviously we all aspire to have millions and millions, right? So but then it's not about the fact that okay, it's a small amount of money or stuff like that. For me at the time it was a large amount of money because I was in varsity. I wasn't making any sort of income, and that was like my main source of income. Okay, that was the only thing that I was doing in terms of gaining income. So I was excited about it. Okay, it was a big deal to me. And yeah, so we're just going to talk about what I did during that month and the different things that I basically applied to my business. So the first thing I did was basically I marketed. Okay, I marketed like crazy. Okay, the different things that I used to market was, the first one was newsletters. Okay, I sent out newsletters. It wasn't actually multiple, it was only one. It was two newsletters. I sent out a newsletter about the sales and things like that, like the different items, or I mean new arrivals, the different items that we had in stock. So I sent out a newsletter about that. Then the second newsletter was an exclusive sale type of newsletter. Okay, so I sent out a newsletter about a coupon code that only people that are signed up to our newsletter were able to use in our store to get a specific amount of money out of their purchase, or amount of percentage out of their purchase. So I sent out that newsletter, and that was one strategy that I used that really worked, because basically we had multiple people that had ordered items and they had them in their carts. Okay, so now when I look at my analytics, so let's say you already have your online store and you go into your analytics. So when I went into my analytics of my store, I could see everything that was going on in my store. Okay, one of them being the amount of abandoned carts. Okay, so abandoned carts, if you don't know, is basically when people put stuff in their carts and then they leave. They don't end up finishing the purchase, so they leave. Okay, so when you go into an online store and you put in stuff in your cart and you know just put stuff in your cart, and you're like, okay, I'll come back later, and you leave it, that's basically something that I can see as a store owner. Okay, so I saw the number of abandoned carts. So then I was like, okay, so what strategies do people use when they have abandoned carts to basically turn those abandoned carts into sales? Okay, so I found that people would use coupons. They'd send out coupons to people, or they'd send out emails about the abandoned cart. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna do an exclusive newsletter sale. Okay, so I basically put it up on Instagram that we were doing a newsletter sale. So if you signed up to our newsletter, we will be releasing a specific coupon for you to purchase, and it will take out a certain percentage out of your order. So then we sent out that, and then we basically waited, okay? And when the sale started, we announced it prior to it starting, and then when it was, the time for it to start, then people were signing up to our newsletters. And then people signed up to our newsletter, and then people that were actually, had stuff in their carts purchased the stuff that was in their carts. And then obviously we also got new customers who just felt like, okay, they saw this sale or exclusive sale, so they signed up to our newsletter, and then they used the coupon code to purchase their first items and things like that. So that was very very, what's the word, very effective. So that was very effective for our business. So that was the first thing that we did. Then the second thing was that we had sales, okay? In our store, we actually hosted a sale. It was a Ramadan Eid sale, and it was during the Ramadan Eid period, and we basically hosted a sale. And the reason for that was because a lot of people were looking for Eid outfits, okay? A lot of people were looking for their Eid outfits, and during the Ramadan period, people are usually searching for different places to buy their Eid outfits. So we wanted to let them come to our store to buy the items at a cheaper price. So we hosted a sale to allow for people to purchase their items, and that also was very effective because people then shopped a lot of items for Ramadan, okay? That was the second thing. Then the third thing, which also pertains to the Ramadan and Eid sale, was that usually when stores host sales, they will tell you, or they will, like, whether they host sales or they're just selling their Ramadan stock or their Eid stock, they basically tell you that, okay, you can order from this date to this date, and after this date, then your item will not arrive before Eid, okay? So it will basically arrive late, okay? So the person, when you go into the stores, you're basically looking for an Eid outfit. So obviously you need to order in that specific time frame, or you're gonna basically not have an Eid outfit from that store that you wanted, okay? So what we did is that, so we told people that our Ramadan sale or our Eid stock or items that will be here before Eid will come at a specific time and we gave them a time frame, okay? So people ordered and people ordered and people ordered. And then there are always people that are last minute, okay? I myself, I am a last minute person. There are people that are last minute. So when they basically saw the date, okay, they'll see the date, right? And then they'll say, okay, I'm gonna come back and I'll order. Then they come back once the date is over, okay? Then it's like now they're stuck with no, they don't have any Eid outfits. So what we did is that we basically, so during the time that we gave people to order, right? We let people order, and then when it ended, we specified that it had ended. Then we started receiving a lot of messages about wanting to order, even though it was after the due date for the items to be here at the correct time. So then we started receiving a lot of messages asking us if there's any way we can like help, or any way that we can, extend the amount of time or things like that. So then we basically took a moment, and then we spoke to our supplier, and we came up with an agreement with them to try and get items for people even prior to the date that we've given them. So then those people that had were last minute people that wanted to order, then they were able to get their Eid outfits, okay? So that helped us gain sales, and also it helped us help them get their Eid outfits, okay? So we kind of adjusted our dates to fit the people that needed our help, okay? So try to help your customer as much as you possibly can, okay? Sometimes there's no room for wiggle, okay? Sometimes you just can't do anything, and that's understandable, because that also happened with us, that there were people that came even later than that time. Then we really couldn't help them, because we'd basically put them in a very bad situation where they'd order something and then it was not going to come on time. So we just had to not take the sale, okay? So what you need to do is that you try to help your customer as much as you possibly can, okay? When you can't, and make it clear to the customer that you really cannot, and don't just accept sales and just think, okay, I'm gonna have the stock or whatever. If let's say you're not stocking and you're someone who orders first, or you order your items and then you sell them. Then if you don't have stock, don't like promise that you're gonna have stock at a specific time, okay? Because that is the worst thing that you can do, because you're gonna basically lose customers, because you're gonna disappoint them when you end up not having the stock when you said you'd have it, okay? Make sure that you know that you're gonna have it and you're 100% sure that you have the stock ready for people to purchase. And once it's done and you know it's finished and you can't restock as soon as possible, then let it be. So yeah, so that was one thing that we did, which was try to help our customers that were late in their purchasing of their Eid orders. So that increased our sales as well. And then we were consistent on our Instagram page, okay? We try to be as consistent as possible, okay? Like I said in my previous video, I have struggled with being consistent because of the fact that during those times, or when I first started my business, I was still in varsity, so I had a lot going on, so it was quite hard to be consistent. But during that period of time when we made this amount of sales and this amount of money in our store, that was when we were really consistent on Instagram and Facebook, okay? We were very consistent on both those platforms. We uploaded almost every day, if I remember correctly. Yes, almost every day. So I made sure that posts were going up every single or every other day in order to keep people updated on what was going on. We posted on our stories, and yeah. Then another one was that we promoted on Instagram. We also promoted on Instagram when we started our sales, because obviously we wanted people that were not just following us, like other people, to also be exposed to the sale and the opportunity that was there. So we basically promoted, like paid promotion on Instagram. So we did that. Then we also offered coupon codes during that time. So we offered coupon codes for the during the Ramadan and the Eid sale, so you get a certain percentage off your item if you ordered. So yeah, that was the other strategies that we used. So in all, basically what helped us gain that as many sales as that period of time, which was at the time the most number of sales that we'd gained. Okay, this was during when I first started my business, so this was like the most number of sales that we've gotten. All the things that we did basically were based on our marketing strategy. Okay, so our marketing strategy was the main thing that basically increased our sales and helped us gain more sales and more money. So yeah, so basically, if you like consistent and you try your best to be consistent with all your marketing strategies, then you end up seeing the results at the end of the day, okay? So you must try to help your customers as much as possible, try to put yourself in their shoes. And if you have an opportunity to help a customer, do it, okay? Like you want to make a good impression, as well as that you want to make the customer happy at the end of the day. So yeah, make the experience good for the customer, and your experience as well running your online store will be a good one, okay? And I know when you first start, it may be discouraging not to get sales, because obviously the first time we started, we weren't getting sales yet. You had to wait, and like some people, they start their business and they start getting sales immediately. Some of us, it doesn't happen like that. So you just have to be patient, okay? Just try to be patient and try to just remember that you will get the sales, okay? They will come at some point, okay? Just keep marketing, keep trying to show people your business, keep trying to basically expose yourself to people as much as you possibly can, and then you'll end up getting the sales and the money, and everything will come as time goes. Just try to be patient and try to be consistent and try to just be positive with your business. Don't give up, because if you give up, you never know where you could have ended up, okay? So just try to just keep pushing and keep just wait and be patient, and the sales will come. So yeah, so that's everything from me, guys. If you have any questions for me, please leave them in the comments below, or DM me on my Instagram and I will answer them. If you want to start your online store and you are looking for an e-commerce platform, then you can visit Favo, and I'll have that linked in the description below. If you have siblings that are in matric or high school, or they are struggling with their maths, life sciences and physics, then you can go to QualiLearn, and I'll leave that in the description below. At the moment, QualiLearn is free due to the COVID-19. sign up to that. And if you have any questions for me through those businesses, then just message the actual business through the Instagram page or through the actual website. There are help desks and there is support available to you within those websites, and you can message there and you'll get a response. So yeah, so guys, if you like the video, like, comment and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions of what you'd like for me to film, or anything that or any information that you'd like to know about online stores, and you'd like for me to film a whole dedicated video about it, then please leave it in the description or send me a DM telling me the video that you'd like for me to film. In next week's episode, we will be talking about the different documents that you require for your business, such as your importer's code, if you're importing, the registration of your business, SARS, and all of that. So we'll be talking about the different documents that you need to start your business, or the different things that you need to register for. That's all from me, guys. I'll see you guys again next Monday, and yeah, bye guys.